When last we left off, after escaping the last bastion under attack from a very large white dragon, an army of terrible lizard creatures, and some wyverns, you fled underground, coming across a uh, colony of Madarkid, of mushroom folk. Uh, they were being imprisoned by terrible spider creatures known as ettercaps, who were using giant wolf spiders much like hound dogs. Uh, Dispatching of the ettercaps and freeing the Madarkid colony from the confines of their little village, you were welcomed into the village. Your small gnomish friend, Timble Onchu, well, friend's a strong word. Uh, the feral
Escaped
gnome,
convict.
the feral gnome escaped into the dark as all the rest of you came inside. You were praised by the three sovereigns of the Triarchic Circle who uh, seemed to regard Mill as a sort of uh, sovereign in his own right for the staff that he wields and you know, the spores druid aesthetic that's going on. Uh, they wished to meld their circle with yours and share experiences and information. And as that was happening, Mill felt a surge of magic that might allow for a communion spell. Tapping into that and casting, the lot of you were transported into a realm outside of space and time, a world of psychedelic colors and patterns. A mushroom garden where a strange, godly, fey-like being named Silafire spoke, declaring he was behind Mill's powers and the circumstances of his life that had seen him kicked from his home. Things were a bit on edge at first, but slowly you all kind of realized that he wasn't a tremendous danger. He was just a weird, quirky mushroom man. God. Thing. Thing is adequate. Telling Mill that the power within him was only tied to death if he wanted it to be, and that decay is part of the structure of life. The king of the Madarkids also gave you all a dire warning. Sylvanus, the old man of the forest, is missing. As such, the realm is susceptible to incursions. There is a lot that could potentially go wrong. Mill was tasked with either finding the Lord of Forest or making sure this realm stayed safe while the Lord of the Forest was found by someone else. Waking from this strange, dreamlike trance and realizing you had been standing still for hours, you were all dog-tired, were brought to a place you could sleep. And we return as you are all waking here within the Madarkid colony. the netting of mycelium that acted as a door comes back as you are all waking, feeling quite well rested. Emotional states notwithstanding.
Mill's eyes are like puffy.
Yeah. As you all come to consciousness here in this space, what are you doing?
I think Silvery looks very, very tired. Did not sleep a whole lot. But instinct takes over. Walk over to where Mill is. Mill? Are you awake?
He's like curled into a ball. But definitely jumps when you say his name. And like looks at you. I'm awake.
Is everything okay?
I mean, to an extent, I suppose. Partially. Figuratively. Logically. I want out of this place.
Yes, I think we spent enough time on the ground. Wish to see the sun again.
The mushroom people probably know a way out.
Let us hope so.
I will go and check and see if I will rouse Xander gently.
And I'll go off and check on Irvin.
The child,
Yeah.
the infant that is
14-year-old
traveling with us.
Irvin? Yes, it is. I think we're going to get going soon. Time to get up. Would you like some breakfast?
I think the mushroom people would be upset if you ate mushrooms.
I was handing over a pine cone.
We're leaving then.
Soon, yes. I think Mill is going to go see about finding a way out for us. This is a strange place.
Are they gonna be alright?
Slight 1,000-yard stare for a moment, looking very haunted. Yes, I think everything will be okay.
Are you gonna be alright?
Yes, of course. What a strange question. Of course I'll be alright. What a strange question. Walk away.
Okay. Me too.
What a strange question.
Yeah, I'm gonna rouse up Alexander, and then I'm gonna go find one of the sovereigns.
Wonderful.
You awaken silently.
As you step out of this little hut-like space, the Medarkids are out and about. You see them kind of going about their lives, little sprouts, toddling along, carrying pieces of food, matter nearly as big as themselves. Larger Medarkids tending to gardens of fungus. It is not difficult to locate a sovereign. They are large, they are relatively slow, and they have, really big sticks in their hands. So really easy to find. I think you come across Sovereign Un, the one that you had originally spoken with before being brought into the village, the large morel mushroom-looking individual. Ah, Sovereign Mill, you have awoken.
Yes. I would like out of the Feydark. Do you have a means of procuring a way of out of the Feydark?
I do
Not that your guys' company was not lovely. It's much more of the fact that, it's dark.
You have not offended. You are mouth speakers, sun dwellers. It is understandable you would want to return. I do not have the means of guiding you from this place. However, Sovereign 3, they may have a way.
Right. Okay. Thank you for your hospitality. I will go find them.
Well, thank you for what you have done for us. We will sing of the Circle Mill, who came in our time of need.
Okay. I don't think I can argue against you not doing that. So, thank you again. Have a good day. And will very awkwardly go and find the other sovereign.
You walk
Truly
around the village.
has no
Yeah.
bonus to charisma.
Yeah. You walk around. Again, the sovereigns are quite large. It's you find Sovereign 3, who's this kind of withered but phosphorescent mushroom. So this kind of soft blue glow as they look to you and say, "Ah, Sovereign Mill, you have awoken."
Yes, and the other pupils of my circle request sunlight. Do you know a way out from here?
Yes, though I have not been to the surface. But it is perhaps a half a day's journey from the border of our realm.
Do you have someone that could guide us?
The sprouts will be your guide. And you see they gesture their hand, and a line of this soft blue phosphorescence just starts glowing on mushrooms on the ground, pointing in a direction, and then it just continues to go like a trail, and you watch it disappear into the darkness way behind.
Thank you. I'm gonna go collect my people. Thank you again.
Very well. Yeah. Short amount of time. You guys can be ready to go. There is a wonderful pathway that is being illuminated for you all through the dark. Going to take you to the edge of the Medarkid's territory, however far that may be.
Righto, okay. The Medarkids are going to lead us out of, or well, kind of, more of, they are going to give us light that will guide us through the dark. I am not very normally good at, taking control of situation. Please, someone else do this.
Um, this is like tracking adjacent. Like, would that kind of be what we're dealing with here?
Hmm?
If we're following the sprouts or whatever.
Yeah.
This is like pathfinding, right?
Yeah.
That'd be nature
I mean, Silvery's not bad,
or
but
survival. I have a plus.
It
Alexander,
would
are
be.
you?
I
It would
would-
be
Alexander's
survive.
probably the best, right?
Alexander begrudgingly
Yeah.
raises his slowed hand.
Yeah.
The human that doesn't have dark vision.
Ha!
What's that just for?
I also don't have dark vision.
Correct.
Before we get going, Silvery will, make sure Erdvin has a pine cone, and then also hand out a pine cone to to Mill. For Kyle's sake, these
Yeah.
are my these are my
Are these your good
chef feet treats that I can prepare after a long rest. So if you eat the pine cone, you will gain temporary HP equal to my proficiency bonus, which is 2.
Sylvie, you know you just
Yes?
handed me a pine cone, right?
Oh, it has been some time since you were at the sanctuary, isn't it? You've forgotten many things. But not that that's your fault. These are the edible variety. Please. Mime taking a bite.
Have you made this for us before?
Yes,
Can
I mean,
I-
for Irvin, yeah. While we were traveling, like every day, we started out with a pine cone.
I don't have a bonus to it, but can I try and roll sleight of hand to throw it over my shoulder?
How did it
Oh, I don't know if Silver's
don't-
gonna recover from
I
his
don't
emotion.
I don't know like quietly, like so she doesn't notice, because I don't think I can eat this pine cone.
I am watching very intently.
Oh, then I'll just fucking eat it.
Yes, so just take a bite.
Delicious.
How are they?
Fantastic.
It's real dry, but it like
Could use some milk.
it becomes the consistency of like kettle chips pretty fast.
Yeah.
So,
I was thinking it's like like really
I figured it was
really
like
old,
oats.
really healthy trail mix.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is so good for you, but
Uh,
man, this is a bad eating experience.
no, yeah.
Bad eating.
This is fantastic, Silvery. Thank you very, very
You should help
much.
Mister and Irvin on the.
I just need some
on the
water.
journey.
And he like grabs his water skin and just.
It's quite good in it, isn't it?
Oh, fantastic! Yes, 100%. So bad at lying.
I
We
can only
should
make 2 of them now.
we should
so
go.
I-
We should head out. Yeah. Let's go.
And I start following the glowing sprouts, as it were.
yes, you can. The 4 of you plus your large goat-like or satyr-like friend, Pfeifferon, begin to head off into the Underdark.
And Wretch, right? My
Yes.
companion hasn't been kidnapped again.
No, you're good. And Alexander, why don't you go ahead and make a survival check at advantage for me?
Pooty cat. Oh, so sweet.
Cute. Oh, okay.
21.
A 21. That's very good.
Are you okay, Blake? You're like dying over there.
I'm hanging on.
Poor guy. You guys head off into this space and you begin to trek through this Underdark space. It's very hard to measure time in a subterranean space. After a while, it starts to it starts to be hard to keep count. with a roll of a 21 on survival, Alexander, I would say you guys travel for close to 8 hours. Not much changes. It's mostly just low, maybe 8-9 foot tall ceiling, like tunnels that are just lined with fungus and mushrooms. The path is clearly marked for you by these glowing ones. You see that as that there must be an end to this line at some point, because as you like walk past the portions of it, they just go out. So the track back to the colony might start to get difficult once you start branching pathways and such. Mill.
During this walk, Mill is walking beside Silvery and is just like, no, you really should, like, shoes, they're just not worth it. You, to be really grounded with the planet, you really need to just ditch the shoes. It's just not, it takes way too much time to put them on, and you're totally disconnected from the Earth Mother, and it just makes things more difficult. Just is going on.
Yes, and I hear all of that, Mill, but I like my shoes. I like getting new shoes. When they're made for us, they're made with such
Do-
care, and there's such a display of, artistic prowess. And I think that, these shoes, for instance, hold up my shoes. I'm imagining, like the armor and everything that I kind of wear, my accoutrement is like made of bark.
Yeah.
You're
I mean,
already you're already
these-
halfway there. You're wearing bark shoes. You could just take
Exactly.
off the shoes and you'd be more connected to the planet.
I might say, in fact, that I'm perhaps more connected, since this comes from the Elder Heart itself. This
But-
shoe.
But your feet are the most natural part of your connect.
Well, you've always had a more intuitive sense of these things, so I'll bow to your knowledge on the matter. But
Oh,
don't
I
take
don't.
my
I don't
shoes.
need you. I. Do you want me to buy you more shoes? I was kind of an asshole. I could buy you a couple pairs of shoes if you'd like.
You
Maybe a nice cloak. Get you a flower crown. I could make you one, and he like druid crafts a flower crown on her head.
Well, that seems quite nice. Silvery sobers for a little moment. You were not. You were not an asshole, Mill.
I was kind of an asshole.
Well,
You
yes,
can say
but
that I'm an asshole. I was a dick.
You were. Yes,
It's okay.
but it's-
Being empathetic is one thing. Being encouraging of toxic behaviors is another.
You were. What the sanctuary did was not right,
No.
and I can see why you might harbor ill resentment because of that. But
Now I think I'm gonna just sacrifice my aunt to the mushrooms.
that is a course that could be taken, yes, and one I would help you with. So long as you know that not everyone in the sanctuary feels as your aunt does. Sylvanus certainly doesn't, and I certainly don't.
Do you really think that we can find him?
When I first set out to find you, it was because I could sense that there was something wrong with the Elder Heart, but I would never have imagined that it could be this. But if anyone can do it, it's you, Mill. We have to.
Oh, and I hope wherever he's at, he's safe. And alive.
Yes, I hope that too.
Or else this is gonna be a lot bigger of a problem. Yeah. Let us get out of this place, God.
You continue along your way as this conversation like is happening. You guys are a little ways back. Pfeifferon is like looking over his shoulder, and he like bends down next to you, Alexander, while you guys are walking, and just, I'm confused. Do those two fucking know each other, or I don't understand what's happening anymore.
He'll he'll like hold his hand up and he'll hold it there like he's about to start signing something to him,
Yeah.
and ultimately just shrug.
Yeah.
Just shake his head and
Yeah.
shrug.
Yeah, all right. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one who was confused.
As Silver's continuing to walk and chat with Mill, I'll look on my other side where Irvin is walking and be like, "Where are my manners? I can't believe we've been walking for so long." Irvin, Mill, Irvin. I believe
not-
we started some of this introduction before, but
Yeah, and I was being a dick.
feels like a time for fresh starts.
It's not common for giants to be walking around. You're far from home.
I guess.
You guess. Are you even supposed to be out? What time is your curfew?
What do you mean? Curfew.
You just
Don't have
look
a curfew.
a little young.
A curfew is an enforced bedtime.
I always just stayed up reading books.
Mm.
Do you have a curfew?
No. I'm an old man.
I don't see that. I don't see any difference between you and I.
How old is Mill again?
75.
He's a Firbolg.
He's a
though, which-
Firbolg,
that's the
though.
equivalent
But it's
of,
like
late 20s.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
You always
he's
gotta do
definitely
the
pulling.
conversion.
He's definitely pulling the I am 75-year-old man card right now.
Yeah, classic.
I'm old. I don't see a difference between you and I.
Well, what I'm not a giantess woman.
You're tall, right?
Yeah, he's like 7'2", 7'5", somewhere around there. He's really tall, and he's very little, so he's very slender.
Yeah.
Very mage vibes from him. I'm Gale of Waterdeep.
Yeah, or
Same thing.
God, did you just tell me stop? So softly.
The
So-
Gale from Waterdeep joke just hurt me a little bit.
stop. So soft, so quiet. Almost
I was
undetectable.
trying not to laugh so hard.
What were you saying, Gio?
Silvery and I traveled day and night. Right, Silvery? There's no curfew for both of us.
Right,
Well,
strong,
I-
independent women.
We just
Yeah.
go where our feet takes us.
God, can I tell how old this giantess is? Now that I'm actually paying attention to her.
You can make a nature check. I'll give you advantage because you're technically got some giant ancestry in there.
Just like a drop or two.
That's an 8.
Just a little bit.
But it's an
I
8.
mean, it's you're looking at a young half giant woman.
Well,
Looks
Can't
to be
tell her.
about in their 20s.
Yeah.
Based on their height and
Hmm.
stuff.
well. If you can carry your own, I don't really care.
No, Oh, I can take care of my own.
Mm.
It's like
she
you.
like totally like blasted electricity at a bunch of little dragon people. It was fucking cool.
Thank you, mister.
Yeah.
You're pretty cool yourself.
Well, that was cooler when, and he holds up the stump of his arm. He's like, that was cooler when it didn't take all of my strength to lift my hammer. So,
Milla's gonna grab Silvery's arm
yeah.
and in a very like deadpan, very serious look, looks directly at Silvery, like side eyes her and just, if anything ever happens to this child, I will rend the earth asunder.
Child?
She's just so pure and so perfect.
Sure.
She's just so sweet.
Yeah.
And Mill's not being a dick anymore, so I can actually have fun with him now.
Yeah. Alexander, you had something there.
Oh, Alexander bumps like Pfeiffer on in
Yeah.
his, I guess, stomach, given how fucking
Yeah.
tall he is.
Yeah.
And just like looks up at him and just like, rude.
He says, no.
Just signs
You're,
to him.
it's like, no. You're badass. Listen, I use a two-handed weapon. It's an actual real deficit for me right now. You like, listen, I'm not trying to be rude.
It sounds like you need to get stronger on the other side to make up for the lacking of the
Listen.
other arm.
I am not taken away from the people that are missing arms. I am new to missing an arm. It's only been about 2 days for me.
But you gotta think of this step forward. It's the only way that you can keep moving.
Well, we're walking, aren't we?
I'm... I suppose you got a point.
Yeah. And you guys...
Real quick,
continue-
I'll,
Yeah.
I'll look over at Alexander as well. Since it seems like it's been a bit of a fresh leaf for everyone, perhaps you'd like to reintroduce yourself as well? I'm Silvery. This is Mill and Irvin.
Oh, Silvery and I grew up together.
Yes. Yes.
We're part of the same grove.
Uh,
Or, well, before I was not... I was banished, but that's beside the point.
Grew up in the Enielkan farm.
Alexander pulls his hood off and gestures to the mangled fleshscape that is his throat. And Silvery, do you understand sign language?
Check my character sheet.
Yeah.
No.
Rough. He attempts to communicate to you via some kind of set of hand motions, and then kind of stops, confusion on your face.
Can I, use my symbiotic entity to talk to him?
Not my brain.
No.
No?
However, you are all still within the spore network of the Medarkid colony, so you all technically can talk to each other in your heads.
I forgot about that.
What's the range on this network, right? How many
Uh,
bars do we have
I
still?
mean, we're still connected to the... Because we're still following the fungus, aren't we?
Yeah.
As long as we're touching the ground, we technically are connected
Right.
to the...
Forgot
Yeah.
about the sprouts.
See, this is why you need to not wear shoes.
God, I haven't decided the accent that I want to. I think, my name is Alexander. a hunter of sorts.
Well, it's a pleasure to have met you, Alexander.
Well, you definitely don't sound like us.
And who is your adorable friend? Gesture over at.
Her name is Rich.
Her name is Rich.
What a
Hey,
lovely wretch.
long-
Very dog energy. I go over, just so excited to pet this. This creature.
She's so excited to be pet. She like looks at you for a second, and then looks up at me, and he looks down and kind of like does a little head motion, and she looks up at you again, and then starts like very excitedly accepting pets and like whatever affections you give her.
What's this? I give her a pine cone.
You see Erwin just standing over, just waiting patiently to get it.
You might have to wait a while.
With my feet empathic,
Yeah.
because I can speak. It's harder to talk when I'm using my actual accent when I've been stuck in Irish for the last 2 days. Can I insight roll Alexander in regards to the scarring?
You could make a medicine check to see if you can determine the cause of the, or what might have caused such wounds as those.
For
everyone's reference, now that the hood is coming off and you can actually see this fucking hair.
Yeah.
Running up most of the right side of his face, completely ruining one of his eyes. It is a milky white, and scarring, pretty much not imperfectly across the center, not exactly Two-Face-esque, but it's most of the front of the face, is heavily scarred by something, and that extends down the neck.
I rolled a 15 on the die, so a total of 20. A tarnished 20!
Just taking a look over using some of your knowledge of medicines, Mill.
December, can you tell I'm the healer?
You kind of look things over. I presume, how quickly does Alexander return the hood to his head?
It's really, I don't know. Is there like ambient moisture dripping from the ceiling of the cavern room?
I mean, there's a lot of mushrooms down here. It's pretty damp.
Yeah.
Oh, moist.
Yeah.
Probably after the point has been made,
Yeah.
we'll return the hood.
Okay. Yeah, Mill, in the time that you get a look at it, you're like, okay, burns, but not fire. Definitely not fire. Maybe like acid burns, like severe acid scarring. It's whatever it was not neat. It was probably slowly over a period of time.
Noted.
You all continue your march. Alexander, by your best guess, maybe 9 or 10 hours have gone by since you guys set out, approximately. You've taken a few branching pathways through. The mushrooms continue to light your way, but you all are beginning to feel tired.
Nappy new.
I guess I can just telepathically speak. I forget. Are we still able to telepathically speak at this point? Having traveled as far as we are.
At the moment, yes.
Did the sovereign tell you how far it was?
No. just that it was a day and a half, or a half day from the edge of their territory. I didn't specify. They didn't specify how long their territory was.
Sweet.
Granted, they also don't count time exactly the same way that we do. They don't have day-night cycles. They're
See five,
they're mushroom people.
see Pfeifferon kind of leans in. He says, not to, like, I'm not trying to make anyone paranoid or anything. Anyone else think it's weird that we haven't seen, like, any other forms of life down here except for us and mushrooms?
Maybe the mushrooms eat them all.
I'm kind of thinking that.
I mean,
saw
they're mushrooms. They eat decaying
I
things.
saw a thing on the wall, and I was looking at it, and I think it was like a carcass of an animal that was just overrun with fungus. I know I slept in the big mushroom, but something feels weird about sleeping here.
Are you worried that the cave is gonna eat us?
A little bit.
I don't. Given the fact that they've been referring to me as sovereign, I don't think their mushrooms would listen or, like, eat us.
That's good to know.
You're a superstitious one, Mr.
I don't like being underground very much.
Yeah, it's a little big for you, isn't it?
Well, also, you know, my people are like party hard out in the sun, you know, do big sports, all that shit. I mean, it's we party all day, party all night kind of a thing, but
Or did you say do big sports?
Yeah, yes, that is what he said.
Silvery, what is the biggest sport you've done?
What is a spart?
It's like games, like feats of strength thing. Yeah.
Yes, the wardens and I used to do them as part of our training. Ways to, blow off steam, but also exercise.
Are those the things that when I was everyone chose me last for?
A slight look of shame on Silver's face. Yes, those are sports.
I don't like sports.
Cool. I threw a rock really far one time, and then he just kind of keeps trudging ahead. But yeah.
Sounds like a big sport.
Eventually, Pfeifferon kind of gets his wish. You guys travel a bit more, and the enclosed space comes to an end, and you come into like a larger cavern that looks very much like the image on the stream there. Kind of a big open space, this ambient purple light from the phosphorescence of the mushrooms. But there's a bit more open space, a bit more bare rock out in this place. And it's out here that while there's still mushrooms around, the spores are a bit thinner. The radius, you can still talk in each other's head, but the radius in which you have to be to each other has gone down significantly coming into this space.
Is this a big enough area for you for there, Pfeifferon?
Yeah, that's good. By the way, you all are in luck because I have something that I forgot about.
I'm not surprised.
And he pulls off like a pouch at his side and like opens it up. And he says, I forgot that this pouch holds a little bit more than your average pouch. So I have, and he just starts pulling stuff out. He has a tent. Just a single, really big fucking tent, like an elk hunting kind of a tent, just a big canvas thing. And he pulls it out and says, "So, stay out of the dripping ceiling stuff, all that. I'll put it up." ting, 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 ting. Yeah, very easily, you guys, you know, with what little rations you have, you make a decent enough meal to keep you guys going. Eventually, you find yourself to rest. You wake up. It's impossible to tell how much time has passed. You feel rested. Pfeiffer en route takes down the tent. You all
I hand out 2 more pine cones.
You hand out 2 more pine cones.
This time, 1 to Alexander and 1 to Wretch.
He looks at the pine cone for a second and just shrugs and eats it. That's a +2 to my max HP. Is that what that does?
Temp HP.
2 temp HP.
And Bretch. So, that's fun. You guys continue the journey.
Walking.
And so this pattern continues.
It's just a little strange that we haven't been, like, attacked.
Strange, but not unwelcome.
No, absolutely. I'd
reprieve.
much rather not waste the energy, but that's been a little weird.
The mushroom is protecting us.
Hmm.
3 sleeps go by of travel underground. It becomes monotonous at times. Sometimes you return to those tunnels, mycelium and fungus-lined walls. Sometimes you come into a great, massive cavern where you're only able to walk single file along an edge, following these glowing mushrooms, looking down into an endless abyss. Far across from you, you can see other areas. You think you see the lights of a village of some kind far and away across the chasm, but impossible to get a better look from here. These 3 sleeps come and go. You speak to each other, but over time it just becomes easier to try and get through the monotony of the day. Just save that energy for walking. What little rations you have are beginning to dwindle. But thankfully, streams of fresh, cold water are occasionally to be found dripping from the side of a cave. About 3 or 4 hours after the 3rd of your sleeps, after you've woken up and begun to travel again, you see an abrupt end to the mushroom lights ahead of you. There is another chasm-like space with a rickety rope wooden plank bridge across it, and the fungus ends right before the bridge, almost as if it has specifically not taken that part so as not to spread across the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
The blue lights allow you to follow them to this space before the bridge, and then slowly you watch as they all twinkle out until one last one, a small, tiny set of eyes and arms, look up, and it just gives a little wave, and the light goes out.
I guess we're on our own from here. Pfeiffer on, You should go across the bridge first.
You know,
Just to make sure its integrity is safe.
sure.
You're the biggest, so
100%
it makes sense.
Sure, I understand the logic. I'm just gonna do this. He takes his massive goat legs and he jumps across the chasm, lands on the other side, and just says, "There, now you don't have to worry about it."
Good point. Yeah, I'm gonna head across.
I would like each of you four to make for me, what am I gonna call this? Make for me acrobatics checks.
Have I showed you guys the dice I'm going to be using for Silvery now?
No,
This is the D20.
it's so small.
It's so small. I got like a whole set of them. Yeah, they're all just tiny dice. Yeah.
Tarnish 20.
Wonderful.
Sorry, what kind of roll is this?
21.
Acrobatics.
Interesting.
Go back.
Interesting. Interesting.
He chose that because none of us are good at it.
Wrong,
Yay.
I am.
7.
6.
6. Ah.
Pretty.
Mill and Alexander, you guys find yourself across no problem. Silvery and Ervin, as you guys are crossing, yeah, it seems like it's taken a bit of strain. Maybe you guys are the first beings to cross it for some time. You hear, Silvery, a straining sound.
I manifest my vines and latch them onto the railing of the...
Yeah.
Or if there is no railing, just onto this bridge.
Yeah. You send your vines out. Oh, what's your spellcasting mod? Do you
Wisdom.
have one? Wisdom?
Yeah,
Can you just make a wisdom check for me?
cool. Interesting. I rolled a 4 again.
Oh, no.
But I got good wisdom, so that's a 9. Still not above a 10,
9.
though. Fuck. Ah!
You start to send out your vines. You hear a as one of the sets of ropes behind you all has broken, and that back part of the bridge begins to sag behind you all, and you can hear. It's a coming.
Silvery would have been bringing up the rear. I just
Sure.
look at Ervin, run! And I start sprinting.
Yeah. You guys sprint across. I'm gonna ask for your choice of either of you. You can make acrobatics or athletics to try and finish this up without some consequence.
Can I cast guidance on them?
From a distance?
Oh no, it's touch. Never mind.
Unfortunately, no.
Never mind.
Yes.
Cool. I'll do this. I also have a question about a bailout situation.
Sure.
In which case, face step is a bonus action. Is this something that I could do like as falling?
If you want to run to Ervin, grab her, and face step, you can absolutely do that.
I cannot bring someone with me. Is the problem?
Ah,
Right? It's like Misty Step.
I understand.
Yeah.
You could.
So you
can
know what?
Send you or send yourself, correct?
Yeah. With
Okay.
my face step, I can send someone else if I want to. I guess
How
I'll
many
ask Gio.
uses do you have of that?
2 per long rest.
If you use both of them, I will say you can get both of you across.
How lucky you feeling, Gio?
You got it.
What?
You can do
I
it.
got it.
I think it's fun to roll.
Just don't let
so-
Geode roll the dice.
This is our
Don't
bailout.
worry. It's fine. I can jump across really far.
Just
with
succeed.
my 13
You
Interesting.
succeed.
strength.
This is interesting.
I'm gonna
What'd you
roll
get?
my athletics.
What'd you get, Blake?
I rolled a 12. Or I got a 12 total.
Hey. Well done. Proud of
Of
you.
10.
It's over a 10.
Sometimes
Oh
the
my
bar has to be
god,
low.
I rolled a 10.
Well, because you are in front of Silvery, you're doing well. Silvery had to beat a 12. Silvery got a 12. So, the two of you run across, make it to the other side, and see that just one full side of the bridge has come undone, and so now the bridge is just hanging in that space. And Fiveron just looks at it, says, "Yeah, I definitely shouldn't have gone on that.
I think you would
No,
have
yeah,
followed through.
you were 100% correct. I
I would
totally
have been
missed.
halfway to the shadow
Mhm.
pit. It wouldn't
Alexander,
have
were you
even been-
gesturing at it?
I was gesturing at you two.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh,
It's a good way
no,
to
not fun.
get some
Near
exercise in.
death experiences are not fun.
No, that was fun.
On this side
Rush,
of the
rush beat
space,
people.
can I have, well, let me know what is everyone's passive perception?
This is the passive party, right? We've
It
got
is the passive
pretty good
party.
party.
Yeah.
Mine's
23.
17.
Mine's 17.
11.
What was
23.
disgusting?
That
That's
is
stank.
disgusting.
He's got
Uh,
one eye. You have one eye. How is your perception that high?
I have more senses than just my
Senses.
sight.
Exactly.
Uh,
Once you
And
take
Wretch
out
is there to
sight-
compensate for the sight.
You all kind of are having these conversations with Fiveron. Alexander, you are kind of, waiting for everybody to finish their conversation so that you can continue your march, and you hear something from back and away around the kind of cliff side that you're on now. You think you hear the echoing of a drum. Doo-doo.
A just really harsh kind of and and he starts creeping forward along with Wretch and taps the side of his ear as he's walking. I'm gonna go investigate that drumming.
All right. Go ahead and make a stealth check for me, Alexander.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into position 2.
Okay.
Try, get out of sight.
Uh,
Behind whatever.
Alexander scared me and it triggered my hidden step.
6 seconds later.
Fuck. 24.
24. Go ahead and roll me one.
Oh,
for
hold on.
Wretch as
No,
well, please.
25. I apologize.
20. Go ahead and roll me one for Wretch as well.
Wretch is a sneaky little critter sometimes. I don't know if this is that occasion.
December, I really hope you made a charisma character.
No
I really, really hope you made a charisma character. I pray.
It has no riz.
Why do you need charisma when you can just hit stuff?
Exactly. Let's go.
Gross.
So it's a
Not
barbarian.
Gross.
Wretch did
Gotta
not
find
roll as
out.
well as I did. Wretch rolled yeah, Wretch rolled an 11.
Wretch,
Okay.
Nope.
baby.
I will
Bubby.
keep
That's a
that in
12.
Oh no, the music is changing.
Not yet, but soon.
Wretch is just she's stronger than he is. Than she is. Stealthy.
You sneak forward. Wretch dislodges a few little pebbles that kind of clack, 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 clack down the side here. Nothing tremendously loud by any means. You sneak ahead, Alexander, and you come up and around a corner. And the sight in front of you is kind of is rather interesting. Let me see here. Get out of that and whoop. loop that.
What the fuck?
Get this
Is
lovely
that a
music
peaceful
going.
bird chirping?
It is a peaceful.
Down here in the Underdark?
What
Uh,
the fuck?
You can
It's a sign of
see
gas.
up ahead of you, a larger open space, Alexander. You see people moving about, maybe 50 to 60 feet away from you, down and around this space. There's a precipice that hangs out over the chasm, falling into to darkness behind it. And you see probably 10 or so people in deep blood red robes tied at the waist with cord. But what really catches your eye, Alexander, is the precipice, where you see a stone table of some kind that has been set out, and you see a large red figure standing over the table. A dragon-like humanoid. A dragonborn, if you will. Matter of fact, allow me to give you a little example of what it is you see. Bedecked in solid black plate, a set of leathery wings extending out behind him, a whip-like tail, a shield slung over his back, and you see a strange ruby-headed war pick at his side. He stands over this stone table, glaring down, and it's at that point, Alexander, you notice the last individual here. And December, could I just have you describe your character in this moment?
I would like to say before I describe my character, Kyle did not tell me what any of your characters looked like. I just want to start with that.
There is
Fantastic.
character art in the Discord, by the way.
Oh no, I know. I just need you to know this just for a second. So the figure that you see before this very terrifying figure is just a very normal human man, about average height, little slender, looks like he hasn't eaten super well recently. Light blonde hair, pretty short, kind of pushed back. The thing that is probably most obvious, and definitely obvious to Alexander, is the severe scarring on the left side of his face. That does appear to be burns. It completely covers it. It's a little more red than a burn scar should be, but it's definitely what it is. The only difference is between his scar and yours is instead of a milky white dead eye in the middle, it is this glowing, even from where you are, you can see it is glowing red. Almost like a dragon's eye. And he looks terrified.
Alexander, you see this individual tied down, panicked, just a gag across the mouth, and you see this large, tremendously large, we're talking close to 9 feet tall, dragon-born individual looking down at him. And Alexander, memories of and just thoughts of another fair-haired young man who went looking for dragons and got more than he bargained for flashes through your mind as you see this large dragonborn lean down and in a deep voice that even from here echoes around the space. Well, little cousin. We have finally found you. And now we are going to set things right. You see these red-robed individuals beginning to pound on these drums as things become a bit more than what we
Intense.
Intense.
A bit heated, if you would.
Can I put character art in the thing? How do I do that?
Oh, let me give you those permissions really quick. Hold on.
Get the character art in the damn chat.
Blake, leave them alone.
I do not eat.
Wait, yeah, we don't have character art for. Oh fuck, my ears just popped.
Does it feel better?
Not really.
You see this table is being prepped. You see the these robed individuals are setting up a ritual around this table. They're painting a crimson liquid onto the stone precipice around, and that circle is nearing completion.
You should have access to it now, December.
A crimson liquid, eh, Kyle?
Alexander, what are you doing?
So you said there's a precipice between us?
Behind
like
them.
Behind them.
Yeah.
I see. And we are how far away?
From
50, 60 feet, you said?
50, 60 feet from like the lower space where all of the cultists and stuff are. The precipice where the individual on the table and the Dragonborn are is closer to maybe 90 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna tap Mill, because I've seen Mill do things at quite a distance, and I'm gonna point at the cultists and just crunch my hand together and then throw it up. That's the message he gives you. What you interpret as that?
Right. Absolutely.
the thing.
100%. Right now, doing that. And I will flip my staff in my hand and ready up my symbiotic entity, and I will slam the staff in the ground and erupting earth those bitches.
Let's go.
Very well. Then I would like
Initiative!
you all to roll initiative. And just keep a hold of that information till I ask you for it.
Yes, we won't all blurt it out at once.
Yes, I'll wait.
Holy
Guess
fuck.
I'll bring out my curse dice.
Like, if you can't run Grimpunk next week, we're gonna have a problem.
Blake.
I'm joking. Please
I'm
go
not.
take care.
Bionic lung. I got a bionic
Put him
lung.
in the iron lung. He can DM with text to speech.
Yeah, we'll have to just do Chum's voice for him. Great move, Coralia.
Tribute.
Joke's on you. That's the one voice I'll be able to do.
Cliff.
Alright. I need to get a big.
Oh, fuck. I hear the drums that you were talking about.
Don't worry, December, we will keep you from being sacrificed.
What
Or
if we
whatever's
did?
happening. Or we
Imagine
could.
if we just helped. We just helped with the sacrifice. We're just like, yeah, you guys need someone to
That's
hold
good
that
because
knife or,
December's
like,
character
pitch
is the one we have character art of right now, right?
Join us
Fun,
next
though.
time for December's next character.
Every
do you
time
mean?
I play, I'm doing a different character.
What do you mean next character? That was you?
What?
Bro.
No.
December, can you not find the character art chat?
Did I not put it in there? Did I do it wrong? I don't really know how Discord works.
Okay, so at the if you go to where it says Cult of the Wizard and scroll all the way to the bottom, there's going to be a little tab that says Gods and Dragons. Open it, and there'll be a tag for character art, and you can publish it in there.
The character picks one?
Yeah.
I
Or
did-
not character picks. Which one are you looking at?
It's under Gods and Dragons, so there's
Yeah,
several
like
different
4
tabs.
different ones.
Yeah.
so.
Holy shit.
So instead of Sea of Thieves,
We play a
versus
lot
the
of
de facto
games.
Main.
We have a problem.
We do. We have an addiction to D&D, and now Baldur's Gate 3 exists.
Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, Gio, get Baldur's Gate 3.
Actually, you know what's surprising? My girlfriend was like, we should play Baldur's Gate 3 together.
She wants to fuck a Starion.
Hey, wife her the fuck up right now.
Yeah,
my guy.
seriously. Marry that woman.
Ugh.
I
Did you
have no idea what I'm doing. We'll figure it out later.
So close.
You're not very tech savvy there, friend, are ya?
I don't have to be.
Facts.
Normally, I just go and play the game. I just drive somewhere, and I can do the driving.
One time I tried to be the technical, and now that is no longer my job.
Huh?
Fuck.
Oh. Oh.
The only problem is it's an elf, but
Why?
it's a very good approximation.
To
I think I figured it out.
I'm so proud of you.
Me too.
I'm not.
Fight me, Kyle.
Shut up, Kyle. That would suggest any of us are proud of you, and that's not true.
All of your quotes.
I can't read all of my quotes. Some of
I'm
them are
gonna.
old.
Yeah, Kyle, shut up.
Just as long as none of them are racist, Kyle, because then I'll have to teach you what testicular torsion means.
Kevin
Wow.
is the racist one.
You have a friend who's racist? Like, unironically?
No. He's only racist to elves in D&D.
Oh, good. Never mind, that's fine.
Very D&D racist.
Fabian!
Yeah, you read it in the right chat this time.
Actual racism. D&D.
Did you send the picture?
I probably not. Welcome to playing with someone who is actually 80.
Wow, you're looking great for 80 there, bud.
Thanks.
Are you okay, Blink? You look like you're kind of dying over there.
Okay, I did it. I got it.
What? Bro, is this a Hugo?
A huge go?
Oh,
Huge go lives. Let's go.
this is what happens when he didn't get that booty from his wife. This is after the divorce.
This is
After she takes all of his kids. Would you like to know how many children Hugo and his wife have?
So, for context,
I don't want
in
context.
the first, yeah, okay, you know, fuck you. You're right. Why would I deprive you of this out of context?
I don't want context.
How many?
12. They have 12 children.
Only 12?
She stopped him after 12.
Hugo's always been the best swimmer amongst all of us.
Hugo's favorite movie is Cheating by the Dozen.
Oh my god.
Checks
All
out.
right. If everybody would, well, let's do the initiative first. So we will do.
Straight up, facts on God, indeed.
It's so low.
There.
Actually, no, Chun would say some stupid shit like, indubitably.
Here, Blythen, what's that initiative?
11!
Bro, I say indubitably.
I know you say indubitably, that's why I went after you.
Silvery got a 9.
Alexander?
Also got a 9. I also did that.
Evan.
23!
Hugo.
13.
Wonderful.
Wait,
Everything-
wait, his name is actually Hugo?
Yeah.
Well, that would be such a weird joke to make.
That's
Like,
why I was so confused.
Yeah.
why would I make that joke?
Now everybody.
You were just being stupid.
Oh. Bye.
Oh, that's sick. That's sick, G.
Amazing.
I'm sorry.
All right. Let's see. I need to open this. Need to open that. No. All right. Roll there.
Alexander, is that like your brother?
Chromatic.
That's why I felt the need to specify I did not know any of the character descriptions.
I think it's just
Wait,
really funny.
is it? Are the scars both on the same side?
No, they're
No,
on
his is
opposite
on the
sides.
left.
Opposite.
Mine's on the
Gotcha.
right.
Gotcha.
Wait a minute.
I guess this is just the combat of low initiative rolls.
Speak
How
for
it is sometimes.
yourself.
And Irvin.
And Ervin. That is correct. That is the correct answer to that.
And then the child.
And then the child.
I'm sorry, the young woman. I'm only like
The
a
child.
decade older than her.
It's not
It's not
fair.
fair.
There's only one thing worse. A child.
If you
No.
all go to your
Character sheets?
character sheets.
Oh, I have to
you
fix this.
can
Hold on.
Click on. You should have an option for maps, and
Let's go.
you can go into see the battle map.
Is it launch game?
There's a little play button.
It's a
December.
launch game, but yeah.
Beautiful.
Hold on. I gotta change Irvin.
You'll have to let me know how this is working for you, Kyle. I'm very
It is very bare bones, but it's it does what I need it to do.
Yeah.
Which is allow you guys to control your own tokens, so I don't have to do that part.
sexy.
So,
Oh my god, I can move my token. That's so cool.
25. All right. Let's see.
Ugh.
Someone is gonna have to explain to me what I'm supposed to be doing right now.
You're currently tied to a rock.
I meant the map part.
So, do you have your character sheet open?
Yes, like on D&D Beyond.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. At the very top of your character sheet, like where it says campaign, there's a little like play triangle that says launch game. Click on that and it'll open a new window that has an interactive map. You can click all
Oh,
of the
that's awesome.
tokens, but you should only move yours.
Oops.
I'm gonna move all of them.
I
No,
I
please.
just went to move a cultist,
Amazing.
but I did it.
I love you guys.
I'm going to be using Anshu's little icon for my for Pfeifferon. Oh,
I like
Why?
that there's cultists and cult fanatics. Like some of them aren't super into it, some of it are like into
There's tiers to it.
all right. We are
Ugh.
going to begin. As this is beginning to go, you see the large dragonborn take the ruby-headed war pick off of his belt and just kind of toss it from hand to hand, looking down at the individual that is strapped to this stone table. Says, "I'm sorry we couldn't get to know one another better, little cousin, but the price must be paid." He swings the war pick up and over his head, And at the top of the initiative, with a roll of a 25, Pfeifferon says, "All right, I got the big one." And he uses his channel divinity. You watch as a silver arm blasts out of the stump. He grabs his warhammer with both hands, or his maul with both hands, and sprints, screaming across the precipice. As he runs and does a full headbutt tackle into the red dragonborn. The two of them are pushed back to here and begin to fight. At the end of that go, it is Ervin's turn.
All right. So how far? Launch game. How far away is this?
Uh,
Where is it?
From where you guys got up to, whoops, where'd my map go? There we go. 5, 10, 15, 20. You're looking at about 60 feet to the end of the precipice is where you guys were able to run up to. Each of the squares on this map is 5 feet.
Okay. And you said 60 feet?
60 feet to the person, yeah, to Hugo.
I see. And where's Pfeifferon right now?
Pfeifferon is all the way at the end of the precipice. It's Anshu's token. Actually, here.
Okay.
There. That's a satyr.
I'll just say, yeah. You go, Mr. Pfeifferon, sir. And I'll go forward. Sorry. No, I'm gonna stay right here. Go forward 5 feet, actually. Acting all excited. And you see Aaron's eyes crackle with fire, and I will cast Flaming Sphere. Yeah, Flaming Sphere is an action. As an action, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna summon it. I don't know if you can create a token
I
or a
cannot
sphere.
create anything like that, unfortunately.
Oh, token browser. Oh, here. Okay.
You adjust
Yeah.
the size of a token.
I will just.
It is about the size of a token, so you could just throw any random token in there.
Fire snake. Oh.
There you go.
It's just gonna chill in between these. It's gonna get summoned right here, and it's gonna get slammed into the cult fanatic.
You got it.
They have make a dexterity save, I believe. Yes.
That is gonna be a fail. Roll a 5.
Alright, they take. 2d6 plus. Sure, let's use you. And my tantrum is D6. 3d6. Seven damage.
7 damage. Flaming sphere hits the cultist in the back, and he turns around and is like, "Oh, what's going on?" Sees a massive flaming sphere, sees his boss getting just tackled by a large goat man. All around impressive. Is that the end of your turn, Ervin?
That is the end of my turn.
All right. Hugo, you are bound and gagged, tied to a table. You may,
Average Friday night.
if you have any thoughts about how you would like to extricate yourself from this situation,
What am I tied with?
rope.
Any way I can use my fire thingamajig to light it on fire?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Can I do that? How would I do that?
Do you have like a firebolt or like produce flame as a cantrip?
I do, but it requires verbal, which I'm at. So that's why I was wondering if I could use the shard. To do it.
Oh, the shard. Oh, understood. So yeah. Go ahead, and I will say if you just spend a spell slot, you can do that no problem. Just kind of blast just enough fire out around your hands to burn away the bindings.
I'm gonna do that,
Okay.
and then I guess that's my action.
Yep.
And I am going to use my bonus action to dash
Sure.
and run away from this.
Okay.
Am I prone? Do I have to use half my movement to stand up?
You do have to use half of your movement to stand. Yes.
5, 10. Okay. So we're just gonna move here
Okay.
and be very confused about what is happening.
Yeah. All right.
That's what I got.
Milblyden, that's your go.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Did I get off my erupting earth before combat started?
That's gonna be your action on this round.
Okay.
Because that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah. Okay. I just was hoping to get the element of surprise and get a surprise round off, but it's fine. I will center my erupting earth. Actually, let me double check something really quick.
And babies.
We are technically in a surprise round.
Oh, cool. Okay,
So,
that's what I wanted to double check.
Yeah. The cultists will not be going this round.
Woohoo.
Yeah, I will do Erupting Earth, one of the charges from my staff. And I will center the cube on wherever will be the most efficient to hit as many people as possible.
How big is it?
20-foot cube.
20-foot cube. So, yeah, I mean, that's a pretty big area. I mean, you could get pretty much like in any of the like bottom 3 sets of cultists, you could get all 3 of on either of those lines if you centered it in any of those spaces. You'd have to be careful about the space closest to you, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the space the cultists farthest away.
Okay.
And just hit all of them at once.
You got it.
That
what do I need to make?
Is gonna be a dex save, which I'm hoping is at disadvantage because it is a surprise round. It's a 15.
One fails.
All of them will fail. Fail them all.
One of them does get a 15.
Disgusting.
Did that succeed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever.
Ugh.
And then the other one also fails.
Pog.
So 2 of them are going to take full damage.
That is going to be 3d12. I might just do that real quick. $27.
Jeez Louise. These 3 cultists all get blasted by the erupting earth.
I love chasm fights.
They are falling forevermore into the abyss. Those 3 are dealt with.
And I will use my bonus action to activate my symbiotic entity and hop up next to these cultists and just go, "Hello, I am suddenly supposed to not repress my anger, but also do it in a good way. So
Wild. Where do you move to? You got it. At the end of Mill's turn, Alexander, that's your and your draconic friends go.
Okay. I am going to that very draconic individual that Pfeifferon is tasseling with right now, tussling with. Can I tell am I able to ascertain his elemental proclivities?
Yeah. I'm not gonna make you roll.
Oh, yeah.
He's a red dragonborn.
Okay. Good. I'll keep that in mind. Obviously don't use that one. I will use my action. And Alexander takes a deep breath and a deep blue elemental energy builds in his eye, and his manifesting from the stump of his right arm is that pale blue visage of an arm that stretches outwards, and he uses his bonus action to command Wretch to vocally, notably, in Draconic to sick him, essentially. And that's my action and bonus action, and I'm just gonna run up alongside her, and she is gonna attack the cultist that is not next to the fire snake, right below it. So we're both gonna run up to this one.
You got it. Let me just use this blue guard Drake for Wretch for now.
Splendid. And she'll bite. She rolled a 20, a dirt 20. Dirt 20,
Dirt 20,
as the kids say.
is gonna hit.
Dirt 20, yeah, we love it. She hits him for a good old 6 piercing damage.
6 piercing damage. That cultist is not looking great.
And I'm gonna draw one of my short swords in with my actual hand. And that's my turn.
You got it. At the end of Alexander's turn, Sylvie, that's your goal.
Blake's dying.
Apologies. I am indeed dying. Sylvie is going to move up. Oh fuck. Here, within 5 feet of good friend Nil. 1 second, sorry, gotta sneeze again.
Blake, if you need to go to bed, I can run Silvery if you want.
Let me get through this round, and then I'll see. Okay, I move up. I am going to attack, and I will be doing it. Oh, I can decide this after. Yeah, I move up. I manifest lashing vines. No action required, and I attack the cultist right here. Whee!
You got it.
Okay, 7. Look at that. Another 4. Does an 11 hit?
An 11 just misses.
Oof. You hate to see it. All right, I miss. I miss, but the area around me is difficult terrain for creatures other than Nil or myself or the other allies.
Got it.
And I am recklessly defending. So attacks against me will have advantage. Attacks against anyone that is friendly within 5 feet of me will have disadvantage. So if anyone attacks Mill, it will be with disadvantage.
Got it. Alrighty. Is that the end of your turn, Silvery?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Wonderful.
Oh, fuck.
That's gonna bring us to the cultists. The cultists are going to kind of panickedly begin to search. This one's like gonna get away from the cliff. Run over here. So let's see. We're going to do. This one's gonna run down here. An attack first against Alexander, as each of these cultists begins pulling out kind of wicked curved scimitar-like blades.
Curved swords.
12 to hit Alexander.
No.
Does not hit. 7 to hit Wretch.
No.
Let's see. 1 against Mill.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage. That's not gonna hit Mill.
I got you, brother.
And then 2.
You're such a
are-
dynamite gal, Silvery.
Let's see. Another set against Mill.
With disadvantage.
Yep. That still misses, and then 1 attack against Silvery.
With advantage.
21.
That will hit.
You're gonna take 6 points of slashing damage.
All right. They will take 2 points of piercing damage for attacking me, as spikes and thorns from my armor retaliate. Body of thorns.
That's really funny. It's the one that hits. Whoops. Yeah.
He
2 points of
dies.
damage there.
Sorry,
One
what kind of damage was it to me?
That was slashing damage.
I reduced that by 2.
Oh, there you go.
So it was 6.
It was 6, so it
hit
would be
for
reduced
4.
down to 4.
Gotcha.
There's that. Yes, Mill.
As when this cultist comes up behind me, can I invoke my Halo of Spores?
Yes.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
You can.
Indeed.
It takes 2 damage from its sins.
2 damage.
Take that. Take that.
Consider
Okay.
your sins.
At the end of the cultist's turn, we get to the cult fanatics goes. All right. You see one of them is they are in more like true like crimson robes instead of the deep blood red. One of them turns and looks over towards where Pfeifferon and this Dragonborn are fighting. And says, "Oi, Grendel, what we doing? Are we all right?" And he's going to take out a small wooden rod and begin to cast a spell. I would like for Hugo, as well as Alexander, to both make for me wisdom saving throws.
Alright, so wise.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
That's a
Oh,
7.
7. Alexander, you let this roll right off your back. Hugo, you've gotten out of your bonds. You kind of pulled this thing off of your mouth and ran forward, and you're kind of looking around confused, and then you just stop physically as you are paralyzed with hold person.
It's a hell of a day.
The
back in
cult
the bonds.
fanatics then kind of take a couple of steps back to flank you. And I believe that is all they can do because they cast a spell. That's gonna bring
Which
us
one?
to.
Which one is concentrating on it?
It's going to be this one.
Gotcha.
At the end of their go, that's going to bring us to Grendel. You see Grendel takes this attack and is shoved back to the edge. You watch as he looks down, kind of sees the pandemonium that is going forward. You see he takes the shield off of his back and brandishes it in front of him, looks at Pfeifferon, and bellows out not a war cry, but a true draconic roar as he screams out over this precipice. I need everybody to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Natural 20.
Oh my god.
On from this place.
17.
Wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
21.
Okay.
No, sorry, 19.
8.
8.
I think these guys are going away.
You feel anybody who got below a 20.
Oh.
Bro.
This roar fills the space, and you feel it fills your heart with fear as you can't help but have your gaze drawn towards this fearsome creature as it roars out. Should also roll for Pfeifferon. You are under the frightened condition, which means you cannot willingly move closer to your target.
Hey, Kyle, am I allowed to use the resistance property of my armor on this draconic ability? Or does that not count as a like breath weapon in this instance?
This is it's not elemental. This is a fear effect. Yeah.
Good ask. Good ask.
It is a good ask. He bellows out. You see Pfeifferon does not flinch, standing in front of him, and the creature, the Dragonborn, smiles, whips the war pick around, and slices upwards, puncturing into Pfeifferon's side just under the armpit. Pulls it out, and as he pulls it out, the blood coalesces around the ruby on the war pick, and it becomes longer and sharper as the blood crystallizes. That is the end of Grendel's turn. Pfeifferon, having taken this hit, lifts his hammer into the sky, gives out another mighty bellow, and you watch as sparkling thunder and lightning forms around the end of the hammer, and he smashes it against the shield of this being, and then follows it up quickly with another headbutt directly into the shield, and Pfeifferon and the Dragonborn both tumble backwards off of the cliff.
Oh.
Oh.
Into the abyss?
You see them as Pfeifferon clings. This creature's wings do not allow it to fall. They flap behind it, and Pfeifferon is gripped onto the armor and is just hitting him with the butt of the maul, just in the face over and over again. The end of Pfeifferon's go.
Wild.
Erwin, it is your turn.
Okay. Shit. We're gonna go ahead and so this do I know that the hold came from this person?
That was the only person I think anyone has seen casting magic so far, or is clearly concentrating on the magic. The other one failed, so.
Okay. I'm gonna go and oh. Shit. Okay. I'm gonna flaming sphere first. Ram it into this guy.
Got it.
Right, focus. So dex save, please.
6.
6. It takes 2d6 down. 8 damage.
8 points of damage. That flaming sphere butts up against him. The robes catch on fire. He starts screaming, "Ah! Ah!" as it burns him, and he just falls to the ground trying to put the fire out. He's dead, Jim.
Dude. Oh my god. He's dead. Okay. I will zap this dude.
Which one?
The one on the right.
Got it.
And I'll cast Elemental Blast. I will roll to hit. That is 18.
18 hits.
18 hits. Excellent. He will take 2d8 lightning damage. 2d. That will be 8 lightning damage to him,
You got it.
as well as you see as lightning arcs from Erwin, she kind of glows brightly, her eyes crackle with lightning. Lightning arcs towards the cult fanatic on the right. As it hits him, 2 arcs of electricity bounce off of him and zap the other cult fanatic for 2 damage each.
Love that. 4
That means
damage total.
That means a con save.
Oh yeah.
So that's he has to beat a 10.
2 con
It's
saves.
D10. Oh yeah,
That's right. It's 2
It's-
separate sources of damage.
huge.
One of them with a roll of a nat 1 on one of them, the
So-
hold person comes to an end.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Right before the turn, too. Impressive.
Erwin, is that
Right,
the end of
that's-
your?
That is my turn.
All right, Hugo, that's your go.
Which fucker cast that on me?
The one to the left.
Great. I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage and take a step back,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna cast. Let's go with Firebolt.
Burn him alive.
Sure.
Right on that guy.
You got it. Roll to hit.
Oh yeah.
This is your last chance. Yes. All right. You can stay. 25.
Sometimes you gotta threaten.
Good
Okay,
job, guys.
Let him
Good
know his
dice, good
boss.
dice.
They're just
Also,
mad because this
congratulate.
isn't their regular character. They'll get their own dice eventually. Why do I forget
Mood.
everything?
Well, if you're wanting to buy a lot of dice.
That's gonna be 18 points of fire damage.
Ooh.
God damn.
Based.
The firebolt blasts into this cultist's face. Is and shields itself. That was a pretty hefty hit for him.
Let's go.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
God damn.
And that's my turn.
Proud of you. At the end of your go, Milbleiden, that's your goal.
Yeah, so I've got an idea. It might be a bad idea.
Okay.
It's okay.
Can I
Yeah.
proc all 3 of these guys' attacks on me
Oh.
and run up this direction?
Yeah.
I mean, they would all be made with disadvantage.
Exactly, that's the point.
Yeah.
Miss. 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 All 3 miss.
Cool, I am going to holler out to, our dear satyr, our, Ushrik friend.
Yeah.
Pfeifferon, get back over here, and I'm going to throw an ice knife at the dragon.
Ooh. Yeah. Go ahead and roll to hit first.
24.
24
Yeah.
does hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Cool. Neat. I'm gonna bonk him with the D10 of damage.
Go ahead and roll that d10.
That's 6 points of damage.
Okay.
You and Pfeifferon also has to succeed at dexterity. I'm pretty sure he'll be fine. He's a big guy.
Yeah, they both have to make a cons or a dexterity saving throw. you
Yeah,
say?
yeah. 15.
Pfeifferon got a 9,
Rough.
Rough for him.
and
Life.
He's hanging
Baby
on
puppy.
to
Rendo got a 21.
Gross. Pussy.
Does he still take half damage
Uh,
from the explosion? I don't remember that part of the spell.
No, if you succeed,
If you succeed, you
there's no half.
succeed. All right, go
Yeah.
ahead and roll the damage against Pfeiffer. You and this spell.
5. I mean, it did get me out of that tight situation with Corey and made the cleric drop
not
the
wrong.
silence spell. So it has come in
you-
clutch a few times.
You send it out. You shout this out to Pfeiffer. Your ice knife explodes, kind of hitting Pfeiffer in his
just
face.
does
It's like,
that.
I'm a little busy at the moment, and the cold damage from your ice knife does not seem to do as much as you would like it to do against this individual.
Hey, you flyboy! You're a pussy bitch!
It's at the end of your turn, Mel.
I think Mill just cast Vicious Mockery.
Velry is bard. Mil Blythen is not.
Alexander, that's your go.
Alexander is going to try to stab the cultist right to the north of him there.
You got it.
I rolled, God. I have 2 tabs now. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does hit.
With a 15 takes, Ooh, max damage, nice. So 12 points of slashing damage, and Wretch is going to use her reaction to spit lightning at my strike, so it hurts it more. So it takes 2d6.
Truly unnecessary.
Unnecessary?
You reach out. You just
Okay.
cut this cultist down. He's wearing simple robes, maybe some leather underneath, but nothing that can stand up against your attack as you slice outward with your blade.
Terrible. For him.
For him.
Yeah, really bad for him. I'm gonna move to back up this little cluster up here, folks.
Okay.
After cutting him down. Wretch is going to probably continue her previous command, which was sick him, and bite the fuck out of this cultist
Got
right
it.
above
Yeah.
Silver here.
Gonna roll to hit.
She rolls a 23.
Definitely hits. Roll damage.
Oh, max damage. Wretch. Ooh, devious creature. She deals 8 points of piercing damage.
8. She cripples this cultist immediately with her little draconic jaws, biting into the back of his leg and pulling him
Just
down.
bites his ankles.
He is still up, but he is real bad. Real bad.
Up is a generous term.
Is that the end of your turn, Alexander?
Yeah, yes it is.
Silvery Cranbreath.
Silvery will move over here, considering that there are no opportunity attacks.
Correct.
They blew their load and whiffed all those attacks. So I'm going to move over there so that I am beside Wretch, who is definitely an ally.
Yes.
And I will take an attack. I realized I can manifest the vines in 2 hands, so I am going to be 2-weapon fighting.
Hey.
So offhand will be a little bit less powerful.
Silvery
will-
is a weapon.
Yeah, I'll lash out with one of the vines against the fucked up cultist.
Yeah.
Well, that's better. Yeah, 21 to hit.
Yep. Roll damage.
That is 5 points of piercing damage.
You demolish him with these vines, just slamming him into the ground.
Yeah.
Uh,
Booyah. Sidle on down here. So I'm adjacent to these two, and then I'll take my main attack on the one down below me. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits. Roll damage.
And then that will be 9 points of piercing damage.
That one is also smashed into the ground.
Yeah, so as I lash out, the vines spread up around their legs and kind of like pin them in place, and then just wrap the vines around them and pummel them.
You got it.
Booyah. Then, keep moving a little bit. Move up there. Call her a day.
You're gonna take fire damage if you stand and your turn.
Oh, right. I'll stay
Better.
there then. Thank you, Geo.
All right. At the end of your turn, there is only one standard cultist left. And he is going to
You should run.
look at you and look at the situation. He's going to roll.
This is a trap. He shouldn't run.
And he is going to take his scimitar and he is going to take a strike at you.
Oh, that was also. This is a true trap situation. There were no good outcomes.
Exactly.
This is what we call a lose-lose, buddy.
Yeah. A 19 to hit.
19 hits exactly.
That's going to be 7 points of slashing damage reduced
So
to
5, and the homie takes 2.
Homie takes 2. He slashes out, gets retaliated against. The cult fanatics are going to. One of them is going to look at the other and say, "The ritual, we have to finish it." He is going to turn and grab Hugo by the shoulder, and roll to hit. Does a 16 hit?
That means.
That meets. Hugo, you are going to take. You're going to take 18 points of necrotic damage as this cultist inflicts wounds upon you. And you actually feel your old burn scars like they've caught anew. Just this terrible pain in your face and neck, especially around your eye.
Hey, now you're just being rude.
The other cult fanatic is going to look at you, Hugo, and I need you to make another wisdom save for me.
Bro.
Natural 20.
Hey,
Bro.
he speaks, he looks at you, looks you straight in the eye, and points towards the table and just says, "Down." And he speaks a word of command, and you shrug it off.
No.
Pussy.
Down. Up.
That is the end of his turn.
One.
From the air, where Pfeifferon and this creature are fighting, you see they've, like, the Dragonborn keeps flapping the wings and has, like, been slowly ascending. And you watch as he grabs Pfeifferon by the throat, lifts him bodily off of him as Pfeifferon struggles, choking, and in that same calm, deep voice as before that echoes throughout this space, he says, "I do hate interruptions." And he throws Pfeifferon bodily.
No.
Until Pfeifferon slams into a wall on the opposite side, falling down prone onto the ground below. the Dragonborn flies back, stays in the air, but flies to about this space. Looks around at all of you, and is going to
Surrender.
yeah. He just gives up.
Yay.
I
I feel like I didn't explain myself well.
See, this is an AA meeting. We're trying to have an intervention for my younger cousin.
My name's Dan. I'm not a bad guy.
He's just going to fly there and look at all of you, and just a wicked grin creeps across the reptilian face. That is the end of his turn.
Oh.
Viperon, from where he lays, is going to slowly try to stand up. You see him flinch, and you watch as something is wrong. That wound under the arm is seeping blood, and you see he just looks very nauseous, and he holds his head, and you watch the magic dissipate. The arm the silver arm disappears. What the fuck did he do to me? Pfeifferon is, for the moment, considered stunned. Erven, that is your go.
You leave Mr. Pfeifferon alone. Alien screams out. And I will I'll slam that. I'll have him make a what is it, strength saving throw.
He just picked
Strength
up
save.
Pfeifferon and threw him. I don't think you should make him make a strength save.
Okay, that's the only thing I can do.
Okay, never mind.
Saving throw.
Is this a spell?
It is psionic and
If
psionic power.
I mean, if it's not a
Yes.
like, is it a spell?
I don't know.
Okay.
Instability.
I think
I think your psionic
don't
things for
use-
like
I only use somatic component. So both
Okay.
somatic. I don't know.
Okay, if it says that it uses components, then I'm gonna rule that it's a spell.
Yeah.
He is
I'll
going
have
to
a double check after.
he's going to get a 28 strength save.
Yeah, that's gonna save. Okay, so yeah, so you see Aaron kind of try to smash down the Dragonborn to no avail, but they just resisted, and the fire thing slams into the other cultists. Like save.
Uh, 11.
11. That's 7 plus. 8 and 9 damage.
To which one?
The one on the one on this one. This one.
Got it.
It's gonna zoom around middle blade.
And it took how much damage?
11. No, it's 9.
9 damage.
I rolled low.
Yeah, he's looking pretty messed up. Boss, what are we doing? Is that the end of your turn, Advin?
That is the end of the turn.
All right, Hugo.
Oh, jeez. Okay. I am going to turn around, and I am going to cast Chromatic Orb at the big guy. And I'm going to use. Let's go with necrotic damage for that
Oh, yeah.
one. That's cocked. And that's worse. 13.
13. You send your orb of elemental magic up towards him. He takes the shield and just bats it out of the air.
Oh, come on. This isn't even fair anymore. I'm just gonna stand there. I'm very tired.
Yeah,
Just flip him off.
you got it. Mill, that's your go.
I am gonna try something that is probably stupid.
Okay.
We love that.
Worked out last time.
Hopefully the Drake is distracted. I'm going to cast Hold Person on him
Okay.
to give Pfeiffer on the chance or someone else the chance to shove him off. It is a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Please fail. Please, it would be so funny.
That's against the big red dragonborn man.
Yeah.
Jagged Baron.
That's
Factor
going
in
to be
that it would be funny.
That's going to be a 28.
What the fuck is this guy? This was probably a bad idea.
It was Dan.
Okay, well, I can't cast can I, cast a cantrip after casting a spell?
Yeah, if it's
Okay.
a bonus action.
Cool, I'm gonna cast Shillelagh on my staff.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
get up to this guy. And as I, enter into his space, I'm gonna,
Reaction.
Yeah.
Halo of Spores?
Yeah.
You got it.
ooh, that is a 4.
4 points of damage.
Necrotic damage, yeah.
Is there a save for that, or does he just take that?
Oh, there's a save. He's supposed to make a con save.
Got it.
4 damage if he fails.
He just got a 10. So
It's
he's
a
gonna
15,
take
so
4
yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
That's the spore. As you walk up to him, the spores are going to end him.
Yeah, the spores, can I say what happens?
Yeah, absolutely.
The spores that like writhe around Mill, get, the cloud comes near this guy, and they like seep into his like skin in his mouth, and like mushrooms start popping out of like different orifice of his face, and they start growing up his feet, and he is consumed by the mush.
Terrible. Wonderful and terrible.
Oh, well, I didn't know I could do that.
What the hell are you?
I talk for mushrooms.
Your name is Mill Blind
Just-
and the speak for the mushroom?
Just be glad we're trying to save you.
Uh-huh.
Question:
Alexander.
who's the big guy?
You know. I don't fucking know who that is.
Oh, well.
Alexander, that's your go.
Alexander will take this wonderful distraction as an opportunity, and I'm gonna fucking attack this cultist between Hugo and I.
Absolutely. You've got
Um,
advantage on those attacks.
I love being flanking. First roll was better. How about a 24, dear pal?
24 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah. And as I... Yeah. So 12 points of damage, and Wretch is going to spit another 6 points of lightning damage
Amazing.
at my blade. A little just bolt of lightning arcs from the horn she has grown. Not an albino little drake any longer. And just it connects with the blade as it sails through the air and just, I guess, eviscerates this
And
guy.
I mean, eviscerates him. Just what does it look like as you end him and with this singular strike?
He whips the blade out so he can catch the lightning from his companion, and then just drives it into his chest, and the extra shock stops his heart.
They grew up so fast.
Just
Stop.
fries it.
He fries it out. You see, it goes up into the head, around the eyes, and he just stops. Falls. Fried. The end. Is that the end of your turn, Alexander?
It's the end of my turn, and then Wretch is gonna run to the cultist, to the last one that's left,
Mm-hmm.
and continue to sick them.
You got it.
He. Hey, this guy loves 7. 22.
Yeah. Roll damage.
6 points of piercing damage.
6 points of piercing.
Just more ankle biting shenanigans.
As Wretch, not ankle biting, but truly jumping onto, gripping the chest and tearing out the throat of this cultist, tears him to the ground. The cultists are dealt with, and all of you are kind of standing there looking around as you see this large, imposing figure grinning down at you all. He says, impressive. Very, very impressive. But now, it's my turn. And with a legendary action, Grendel is going to move down, land right in the middle of you two, and immediately make one strike against Alexander. With the war pick.
TM.
TM.
What a little stinker. That's so cute.
And
Well found, though.
Alexander,
That's
I'm going
aces.
to need you. Let me find this thing real quick because they're just too loud, too big.
There's a lot going on. I get it.
There's a lot going on.
It hits me, presumably.
Well, I mean, yes, he does hit you.
He's got ridiculous numbers, as I've heard so far.
Did you succeed on against the fear effect earlier?
No, Wretch did. I am
not.
afraid of him.
You are afraid of as he lands the fear and is near you. The fear becomes overwhelming. You cannot run away. You cannot run towards. You are locked in place with fear, Alexander. And Mill did succeed against the fear. That's going to be yes. So that is a 22 to hit against you, Alexander.
Yeah.
You are going to take. Truly so much damage.
TPK. TPK. We're never getting out of this dark place, are we?
Plus plus that, plus an additional 2.
That's a lot of pluses.
Throw some minuses in there, fun.
Yeah. Give him some disadvantages.
Throw some curveballs in there.
Bro.
Jeez.
Hold on, I'm waiting to hear what the damage types are. Maybe I might be able to do
My
something.
money is gonna be 84 points of damage.
I'm getting.
Nowhere near that. Alexander is going to take 25 points. It is. I believe the war pick does. Yeah, it is piercing and radiant as he blasts radiant magic through the pick into you.
You said 25.
25.
It's not fun when we're on the other side of the smite slots.
That is the end of the legendary action, Silvery. That is your go.
Okay. This is going to be my last round. I am dying.
We are going to be ending the session very shortly.
Gotcha.
As soon as we get to the end of the round.
Questions.
Yes.
I am afraid.
Yes.
Cannot move towards.
Correct.
Would I be able to phase step towards this creature?
Make for me a wisdom check.
Where's my d20?
Also, by
Found
the
it.
way, did we get saves at the end of the round?
True.
I don't think you guys got to make saves.
I didn't roll if we were supposed to. I could just be zoning out though.
That's
Oh, I also have.
It was a wisdom what?
I should note for you, Alexander, after you take the damage, your fear does end. There was no saving throw. It's for 1 minute or until you take damage.
Yeah. And I was rolling a what, sorry?
Just a wisdom check.
Okay, I rolled good. Yeah, at 22.
You can, in fact, magical loophole this.
Cool. I am going to do that then. And okay, second question. The spacing, which spot? It looks like the Dragonborn is like between two spaces. I asked because it's important for like positioning for me.
Oh, for sure. We can clean it up a little
Everyone's adjacent to each other is what we're saying?
bit. Everyone is adjacent, yeah. at
Perfect.
this
I
point.
teleport over. I'm going to attack. It'll be with disadvantage because I am afraid.
Yep.
I don't really give a shit about that though because I will recklessly defend my allies.
You got it.
So I'll roll disadvantage on this one attack. Bro, one of them was at 20. The other was still good though. 21 was the lower roll.
21 just misses.
Bro. Oh, that's brutal. Alright, that's fine. The area around me is difficult terrain. I recklessly defend my allies.
All right.
Oh.
Is that the end of your turn,
Yeah,
Blake?
that's everything.
All right. At the end of your turn, Grendel is going to use another legendary action. He will turn and look at you, Silvery, and grin wickedly as he breathes in and bathes you in fire.
Unfortunate.
That is going to be... I need you to go ahead and make for me. Where is it? I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
As a natural one. And you do like the crit rules, right, for your
Yes.
saves? So that is a
So-
critical failure.
So that's going to be 18 plus an additional 9. is going to bring it to 27 points of fire damage breathed down onto you.
I'm still up. I am very hurt.
That is the end of the that is the end of the legendary action, and is going to bring us to his turn. He is going to turn with the pick and make another attack against you, Alexander,
With disadvantage.
with disadvantage, which is going to bring it to a 16.
Which misses.
All right. His second attack is going to come in. How many attacks does he get? No, just two. With disadvantage. He's going to miss on this, but he's also not. As Alexander, you are predicting what he's doing, and you go to slide out of the way. You see an evil red glint in his eye, and the war pick seems to shift at the last second in the air and finds you. As he adds a +10 to his roll.
Fucked up.
Alexander, that is going to be
This must be how people feel when they're fighting John.
Yep.
John, is that you?
Yeah.
you're gonna take
Yeah.
17 points of
Yeah.
piercing and radiant damage. Oh,
I'm
actually,
still up.
I'm sorry.
Looking real bad though.
I'm going to add. He's going to add a cruelty dice to that. And that's going to be an additional 4 points of damage on the top of that.
It's John's variant.
At the or after that is done, that's his 2 attacks. He is and then he used his or no, he didn't actually do that. Ha 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 ha. But he's just going to take these 2 strikes out at you, Alexander. How are you looking, Alexander?
13 hit points.
13 HP.
I think I also have 13. Yeah.
Damn.
13
Took the tough feet for a reason.
boy.
At the end of his turn, before his turn ends, he's just going to look at all of you that he has just kind of battered around, and he's going to fly up and attempt to just fly over you towards Pfeifferon.
Oh,
Do we get opportunity
Yeah.
attacks?
You do get opportunity attacks.
very fun. Because I'm going to make mine, when I attack with my lashing vines, I can replace one of the attacks with a grapple attempt.
Okay.
But I could. The question is, I guess, for the party, do we still want this guy here?
No.
I don't want Pfeifferon to die.
Erwin will be very sad if I fail.
Maybe. Rolled a 19.
I guess I gotta see if I hit first.
I rolled a 23
Just think about that.
to
so-
bonk him with
I
my.
whiffed. I whiffed.
I bonk him with my stick.
A 23 just hits.
Haha! I'm gonna hit it with everything I got.
AC went up, guys.
No, his AC's been a 22 this whole time.
Well then,
23 hits with some spare change. Of what?
And then I get.
Ugh.
Okay.
I guess that isn't just hitting. I guess that-
That's what I'm just getting
That's 8
8
points of damage.
points of damage. You hit
It
him.
doesn't
and
do
you,
much.
You manage to like find a spot through the armor and actually collide with the scales, and you see your normal like necrotic energy from your strike spreads and then is burned away.
Fucking paladins.
Who the
Uh,
fuck is this?
He flies
A draconic
across
cultist would be my guess.
over all of you, lands in front of Pfeifferon, and says, "Come on, we have to teach them a lesson, you and I." As he as he prepares to take a strike, bringing us to the top of the initiative, where Pfeifferon
Kill him!
looks so hurt, springs into action quicker than you expect him to with the wound he's taken. He jumps up, headbutts this guy in the head with his horns, which actually sends this creature reeling for just a moment. Pfeifferon, with one arm, swings the maul around and attempts to bring it down hard on this guy's head, but the tail whips around and pushes it just out of the way. The hammer slams into the rock of the precipice, and the divine magic that Pfeifferon was attempting to plunge into this attack blasts through the rock. The red dragonborn is still reeling. All of you look around. You see Pfeifferon kind of holding his own head after that, as the cliff begins to crack and fall apart and begins to fall. You see Pfeifferon shake out of his own head and look towards all of you. The closest person is Erwin. He runs, jumps, and slides, trying to grab your arm, Erwin, and just misses as you careen backwards into the abyss. Tumbling with rock through darkness, you see Pfeifferon's face looking down. Alex! And you see a red clawed hand grip his shoulder and pull him back and away from the edge. As the 5 of you fall. And fall. And fall. Until finally, you see light once again. A soft orange glow. You look below and you see a pool of water surrounded by an endless expanse of glowing lava. You land in the pool. It is very hot, though not so hot as to scald you. You're all going to take an additional 18 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall.
Well, shit.
And that's where we're going to end the session.
Down we go. Timber.
Can I get a show of hands of who's down after that? Well,
Wretch is fine.
Wretch is fine. Based. Yeah.
So much for getting out of this fucking hole.
It's you guys think
You hold.
we are ending the session, but I'll say you guys, those of you that have been kind of attempting to track time down here, you think you fell for close to 15 minutes.
Shit.
Y'all seen Journey to the Journey to the Center of the Earth?
Oh yeah.
That classic with
Never seeing the light of the sun.
and I think The Rock was in it.
That was one.
Rock.
Brendan Fraser, right?
Yeah.
What?
Maybe,
And
yeah.
Brendan,
Well,
Yeah, it
yeah,
was.
Brendan Fraser was in there. Or he's in one of them. I don't know.
He's in the
Let's
first
look
one.
it up.
Yeah,
Let's
he's
look
in the
it up.
first one.
And Josh
is
Hutcherson.
important.
That was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
He was the kid. And there's like a girl.
Just for
Okay,
just for
The Rock is not in this movie.
He's in
Are
the
you
sequel.
thinking of Jumanji
Oh, okay.
remake?
Maybe in my hallucinatory state I am, yeah.
just for context, a free fall skydive is 6 minutes.
We should be dead.
I wasn't joking. This is now Journey to the Center.
I am dying.
I'm at 7.
I'm dying. Help me. Hell yeah. That was a wacky session, Kyle. What the hell?
Yeah, you guys just you hear Aaron scream 5 frogs.
Aw.
Big
Wow.
How did you like that, December?
sun, big sun.
Welcome to the family.
Thanks.
Blake, go to
December
bed.
knew a tiny bit about what was going to happen, but not all of it.
It may also be partially my fault what happened because I may have given
Oh.
Kyle ideas.
How could you?
Thanks a lot.
Listen,
You're
I had
welcome.
I had one player leave the game who was supposed to be tied to, a red dragon, and I got another one. So we're all
The universe
doing great.
giveth and taketh away.
And you guys got to meet Grendel, so that'll
He was a bitch.
Grendel's delightful. We should have him over for tea sometime.
And we're gonna poison the
We're gonna poison the tea.
he's a paladin, is immune to poison.
fuck.
What
We're
are
just gonna-
paladins not immune to?
We're just gonna piss
Uh,
it.
nothing. They're
Immune to poison,
paladins.
They're resistant to poison.
We'll just
That's
make
true.
him.
They are resistant.
We're just gonna
It's
make him gross
It's a
tea.
Immune to
warforged
disease.
paladin that's immune to poison and disease.
Ugh.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm excited. I got to introduce a new character for you guys' little party, and I got to introduce a villain. So a villain for the future. Yeah, Grendel is Grendel. I had fun making Grendel. He's a absolute Chad.
Apparently. I'm gonna pass
like
with a
absolute-
28.
More like an absolute chode, am I right?
You could be correct by saying that.
Well,
Uh,
December, if you're free most Tuesdays, we do play other games aside from just Gods and Dragons, if you're
Yeah, do you wanna
interested.
make 4 other
I
characters?
have to say, I'm doing some classes on Tuesdays for the next 10 weeks.
Boo.
Yeah, remember?
I'll be skipping one more to do this, but once I'm done with those, I'd love to join
Oh.
other ones.
Neato. Well, we,
Yes, I
yeah.
already sent her a chart detailing
The chaos.
like not names of
types of
characters or
campaigns.
anything, but the types of campaigns, the who's DMing each campaign, and just the party comp for each team. So
Yeah, and my response was, I'm terrified because I've never seen so much multi-classing in my life.
We're multi-class whores.
If you want full chaos, join the barge.
Yeah. If you want full chaos, go join the barge. That one's the horror campaign.
Well, then I guess
Chaotic and the scary.
Oh, would you like to meet our kids?
Aw, I really scare you guys that much?
this is
So
Daisy.
happy.
That's her Christian name. Her full name is Squirtgun Magoo.
Nice.
Because I got high and renamed her. So,
yeah, that doesn't fit on any legal forms, eh?
but when I grab her, it's because she's in jail because she's trying to break stuff in my room. So
Let's go, snacks.
Nice.
Uh,
All right,
This
I am
is.
gonna fuck off. Sorry.
yeah,
Bye, Blake.
Good night,
Go feel better.
Vax.
This-
Nice meeting
Sorry
you,
about your
December.
sickness.
Bye.
No, thanks for running the cool game, Kyle.
Yeah.
You fuckers later.
This is Vaxeldon.
Yes.
Where's Kiki?
Away.
Come here, Kiki.
Hey, is that a little ace flag?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. I got a little ace planet pin up.
This is Lady Kima.
I love it.
It is Lady Kima.
Ace B.
She is quite the fancy lady.
I have a gender fluid, the bee.
I love it.
Genderqueer. Is December a part of the group that I am joining?
Yes.
Is this a curse of Strahd?
Who do you play in Curse of Strahd?
Vel is the guest for Curse of Strahd in the future, so.
I
love Curse of
don't know
Strahd.
how much Kyle has told you. I am Nico, the warlock that he likes to fuck with.
Yes! I'm so excited!
What kind of warlock?
Exploit.
Or is it a
That's
secret?
No, I just couldn't remember.
See, when we play in Curse of Strahd, you will not know Velry. You will know
The lad, the man, the myth, the legend,
Doc.
the eldritch horror.
Yeah.
Kyla has requested that I wear the Doc mask for the games, so.
I love that. I think we should all come in costume more often.
Based. No,
I
Doc,
also
you have to
very
stay.
recently learned what based meant. So,
She thought it was like calling something basic.
yeah, I thought Kyle was calling me basic and I got mad about it.
No.
Like, so,
It means, like,
yeah,
cool.
Not hip with the kids.
It's all
Not
them
hip with the
millenn-
kids.
It's all them Gen Z talk.
She's 23.
Goddamn Zoomers. Literally younger than
I
me.
just spend time around people who use lingo that I never hear anywhere else, and I don't know what it means ever. I'm in the hip hop world all the time, and I don't understand any of it. I've been in it for 3 years now.
Fascinating.
But no, yeah, I will be Doc. You will meet Doc.
Very excited to have a.
Just for context, Doc doesn't talk, so I will not be talking in that game.
Oh, it's okay. We talk plenty.
Okay, good, because Doc cannot speak.
Little shitty man.
Just
Hey, I can't either anymore.
hold.
I left the.
What?
I can't either now that we left the.
That's true.
The reach of the Darkid colony.
I don't want to give too much away, but we're getting to really, or the next session of this, we get to really, for the first time, play with a different plane of existence, and I'm very excited about that.
Oh boy.
I downvote that.
Welcome to the Shadow Pit, fuckers. Oh,
We're
I
level
need-
4!
No, you're
Kyle!
not. You're level 5.
We leveled up.
Hey, woohoo,
Kyle.
level
Because
5.
Hugo is already pre-made level 5, and I'm just gonna level you all up to 5.
Oh, I see.
We're
Kyle,
gonna need it, probably.
can I take
Desperately.
my first level? Do you want me to take Grave Cleric or do you want me to take Mercy Monk?
I had you have a revelation with Silafir. It is truly up to you. You
think
can
I'm-
be more, if you're more cleric, more grave cleric, you're better at healing and keeping people alive. If you do mercy monk, you're better at punching people and still doing necrotic damage.
I'll think about it and I'll give it to you.
What's your dexterity currently?
Milbreithen. Amaran Milbreithen.
Yeah,
Dexterity's 12.
12.
So maybe
So, yeah,
Cleric.
you won't get quite as much cool, like, not necessarily not cool. Like, you'll still be able to do all your key point stuff just fine, because that'll all be based on your wisdom. But anything you would get from that your dexterity would be applied to, like your unarmored defense and all that, it wouldn't be quite as good. Grave Cleric will give you
But
But
unarmored
armor
defense
armor
does
proficiencies.
let him do the wisdom.
It is true. It lets
That
you
is
add
what
the
you-
wisdom to the +1 from that. So it just think about it. You got a month
True.
to figure it out.
I figure it out.
That's right. Yeah.
I like punching things really good, but I also really like healing, so.
Also, congratulations on calling it. As soon as you were like, December, I hope you made a charisma character, I was like,
I have a
Thank
charisma dex character.
God!
God. Jesus.
Well,
Erwin is the only one who has a bonus to charisma, and it's a +1.
+1.
Oh yeah, I have like a what do I have? Something stupid. Nope, that's the wrong thing.
you rolled
I was
really
like,
well.
they smell gay. They're probably
mean-
made a charisma character.
I need to point out that this is, I think, the first character I've ever seen December roll where she rolled really well.
That is true.
I also
I
rolled
have
really well.
I have a +4 to charisma. I have a 19.
Oh, nice.
That's
Good.
cool.
You are going to talk for everybody.
Oh yeah.
Is that
With
extra
that
attack
face,
for you,
only a
Alexander?
mother to love.
Wonderful.
Extra attack for me, more hit points for Wretch. I rolled a 5 on mine, by the way.
Oh yeah, don't forget.
You are not multi-classing, right?
Not for a while. I might. I am looking respectfully at the way of the Ascendant Dragon, but that's just because I have an obsession.
Oh, I love that subclass.
It's a really cool, and plus I've got the stats to multi-class into monk really well.
Yeah, you do.
If you multi-class into monk, I will probably multi-class into cleric.
It would make your mobility
Grotesque.
fucking ridiculous.
That would be so fast.
I'm single.
Also, Way of the
classing,
Ascendant Dragon is
surprisingly.
just so sick.
It's pretty cool.
Like, don't get me wrong, the other stuff that I get from this Ranger subclass is very fantastic, but I, you know,
See, who
I
do you
only need to
care more
go
about?
so high in this
Do you
class.
care about Wretch?
I love Wretch. She's perfect.
Well,
There's
you
never done
probably want to
anything.
give her more HP.
I want to give her more HP.
But
What
I
level
think
do I
it
need
only
to
gives
stop?
like 5 HP per level anyway.
5
so, I
HP for
mean,
level.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's not too big of a loss.
Hey man, she survived the fall, so
She survived the fall. Hey, she had more. She just had more hit. She didn't take a hit in the fight, and she had more than 18 hit points
Matter
on
the
landing.
dragon is okay.
Yeah, she's
Can I-
Right.
That's the theme.
I have a theory. I don't think it's a theory. I think it's more of an idea. Probably yes idea. Does your sorcerer happen to be a draconic bloodline sorcerer?
It's possible.
Hmm.
Very
What type of
possible.
rogue is he?
was your
Mastermind.
flu.
Ooh, Mastermind's fun. My actual version, the official version of Doc from my game of Curse of Strahd, is a Mastermind rogue.
Ooh, nice.
He's a mastermind. He's a mastermind rogue celestial warlock.
It's gonna be great.
I will do my very
December-
best not to say anything about the game.
good old Hugo can. We have another Hugo. When December sent me information about what she wanted to do, and we were talking back and forth, I was so happy when she was talking about, well, maybe we can tie him into dragons, and I was like, we could tie him into dragons.
You said we could tie him.
I
in.
did. That's what I said. I said we
I
could
just
tie him
wanted to
into
make him cursed. I want
Yeah.
all my characters to be cursed all the
Based-
time.
Right. And I said, well, we could make it dragons. And you were like, we could make it dragons. And then you sent me backstory stuff. And then you sent me the description. And I was like, tasty. We have 2 fair-haired young human men that are attached to dragons. I wonder what implications this could possibly have.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Totally on accident on my part.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Yeah, but then you also named the character Hugo, and I was like,
Oh, what Blake was trying to tell you is the original game that we all met through. was called War of the Burning Sky. In that game, Blake's character was a halfling wizard named Hugo, that we all lovingly referred to as Huge Go.
He's definitely huge.
That's what he was trying to tell you.
I'm monoclassing, guys.
Your mono.
Oh yeah, me too. This is the first time.
That's gonna be a long. It's been a long time since you've monoclassed.
Hey man, this one's worth it. It's worth it.
It's real good. The ability to ride the Drake and for the Drake to fly and shit. It's just
Drake
so
becomes
so
large, deals so much
Yeah.
extra damage.
You can just slap a saddle on that bad boy.
Oh,
right off
you
the
know
bat.
she's. You know I'm taking the mounted combatant feat. This character.
December. Just so you know, also, I'm sure Kyle has mentioned it because it's his games. This game is the campaign B to another game. And I think that you will enjoy the other characters from that game too, when we all eventually cross-play together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
a little bit about that.
That one's fun. Jacob and I have been talking about that game since all day because of last night. Because cute things are happening, and I am gay. I also play a warlock in that game.
It's not D&D if it's not even like a kind of gay.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
gay.
Yeah, no. Kyra, my character, is somehow caught in between a half love triangle between Juniper and Ewan. And does not know that both things are happening. she's
The
she's
DM didn't even know.
yeah. No, yeah. Yeah. So,
Amazing. We're having a good time.
Caitlin was like, "Do you mean to make Kyra as charismatic to Juniper as she is?" No. She's really charismatic, but she's not super good with people. She's really good with gods and things. That's where her expertise is.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then there's our sweet baby Mill. This little awkward Mill.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing, and I've been so angry for so long. I don't know what happiness is anymore.
Excited for the. Yeah, when we get into the beginning of next session, we'll actually have all of you guys describe your characters for December, so she can get an idea. Because, you guys got a good chance to look at them, but then we went into combat, and it's like, well, Hugo's probably not like looking everybody up and down during the fight. He's probably panicking the whole time.
Every day of his life.
You had no idea what was going on. You.
No idea.
That's great.
Just a bunch of guys rolled up and saved his ass. And then we all fell off a cliff for 15 minutes into I hesitate to say hell.
It's the closest thing this world has to it, so.
As so far. Yeah.
It's the Shadow Pit!
It's so crazy the difference between campaign A and campaign B, because
Right.
campaign A is like do do do.
Whimsy.
Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. Here comes the
None
sun.
of the campaigns that I'm in are like that, because right now we are fucked as fucked can be in Josh's campaign. Everyone is cursed. Then we're in Curse of Strahd, which is Curse
All
of
just a big
Strahd,
curse, yeah.
and now
Guys-
I'm here.
You guys
hey,
did
guys.
just meet Mordenkainen, though.
My passive perception is 25 now.
I don't know what happens. Or on Sunday.
Do you want to know what I did when we met Mordenkainen? In our game?
Kill him.
I stole his shoes.
I'm gonna text Josh. I'm gonna get run to steal it while I'm gone.
My character, Doc, had these very ostentatious, very nice, magenta penny loafers that he wore. And they were Mordenkainen's shoes. They had the M that Mordenkainen decorates all of his stuff with etched into the sole of the shoe.
I love that.
I leveled up, so I am conscious.
What did you say about passive perception, Jacob?
My passive perception is now 25.
You could.
Fucking wisdom party.
Can you see through time?
Oh,
Um,
that's a
yeah,
lie.
that's what we like to call a trauma response. Man simply is aware of everything in the general vicinity all the time, constantly, because he needs to be. That's how that works, right?
Oh man.
I never
So-
make high wisdom characters. It never goes well for me, but I never do it.
Oh, yeah, that's understandable. It's rough to not have wisdom.
You don't gotta be wise when you can be really stupid and it works out for you.
That's
Exactly.
true. That's true.
One of the first boss fight we had in Curse of Strahd, I just grappled the vampire until we killed him.
You must be the Belmont.
You
Oh,
must
and I also
be the Belmont.
suplexed a hag down the stairs.
You did
Oh.
suplex a hag down the stairs.
do
I
that.
also played a Herbo in Curse of Straw. She was so dumb.
I think I am going cleric.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going monk though. It's open to you. I'm monoclassing. It's too good not to. I don't get enough from the tiny amount of monk I would take. I want my 5th level spell. I want to cast Steelwind Strike.
Oh, I love that spell.
Best spell
Yeah.
in the game.
Best ranger spell in the game, except
Oh,
wizards can cast it
God.
faster.
Oh god.
True.
Arthur is fucking vile.
And
I know.
can bards also technically cast it
Yes.
sooner? Yeah, because they
Bards
hit
can
it.
Heal
cast
it
it at 10th.
faster. Whereas
Oh.
rangers have to wait until I think 15.
Yeah.
No, 17. It's
Yeah.
a 5th level spell.
December, in the future when you're done with your class and whatnot, I run a very high level pirate game.
Fuck yeah.
And if you are interested in it, it is very chaotic.
I do have a very high level sailor.
Fitting.
The
But if you
boy!
If you
I
want
don't
to
know
get
if this is
top,
fun without Zeke though.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, I could always add another person.
Well,
No.
Oh.
So a few
No,
days
no.
ago, most of our group couldn't come for D&D, so Josh set up a very high level one shot for just me and Kyle, where we were level 16, and I was a were-shark barbarian fighter cleric, and Kyle was a 2.5 foot tall turtle bard cleric, and it was pure chaos.
I was a battery pack of extra hit points for the big barbarian.
Fun.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, if you wanna have that conversation when time comes, let me know, and I will figure out a way to add you into the game.
Play as many campaigns as possible.
Well, we've got lots of them.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Oh, also, to hype up my friends, December is also a master of designing things on Hero Forge. So,
Nice.
I'm
I'm really good at music.
The little thing I made for you, the what's his bucket?
What's
Yeah.
his bucket?
Yeah.
Yeah, I showed. Oh yeah, Vel.
Dan
December
Dan.
made the little version of Dandin that I sent you recently.
Mm.
The little miniature figure.
I love the Killjoys with like all of my heart.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that is what it's like to fight John.
That is
Can
that's
confirm, guys.
terrifying.
That's exactly what it's like to fight him. It's
horrifying.
horrifying.
I'm not.
I hit him and he hit so hard.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to give you too
I
much
hit because
information
God
about
loves
Grendel
me.
because he's going to be a reoccurring villain later.
Reoccurring bitch that just keeps coming back.
He is a
Cancer.
he is the equivalent. I gave him an equivalent stat block, but I made him into a stat block, but I made him as a character sheet first, and he has elements of Conquest Paladin and Zealot Barbarian, which is why it was taking me so long to figure out the amount of dice that I had to fucking roll on his attacks. Yeah, he's a large boy, and he's also a problem. The combination of dragon fear and the conquering presence making frightened characters' movement go to 0 is intense. You can't move closer to him, but he can move closer to you, and then you can't move at all.
Fuck.
As he just continues to pound a big old ruby spike into you over and over again.
But yeah, Kyle,
That
fuck
sums
you,
it up.
man.
That sums it up. As so far, it sounds like facts. Yeah. That's the build. It's a good
Geo?
build.
I cannot articulate to you how excited I am for Corey and Elias to
Lizard.
to figure out horrible things together.
Oh boy.
Two very
What
smart
horrible-
people. In the game we play next week, December, where Kyle plays Dandon, I play a Chronergy wizard.
A what?
A time wizard.
Pants.
Time
Wizard.
wizard! Time
Why?
wizard, it's a master of time!
She's a time wizard succubi tiefling.
Is she the time being?
No!
No, that's Aeon.
not time being.
No! She's not the time being. We're not doing that.
Wait, what?
So the first campaign we ever played together, the first way that we all met, we were on this island, and there was something going on, but we could never figure out what, because we would ask people, we're like, "What are you doing?" And they're like, "We're leaving this for the time being," and we're like, "For what?" And they're like, "The time being." That went on for 15 minutes until my character kept threatening to beat people up if they kept talking about the time being. So Josh is a master of putting in characters that make us have physical reactions. That's a game bookkeeper.
No.
That's just me though.
Characters?
I just hate the bookkeeper with a passion.
He has an effeminate German voice.
I am going to come to your house and beat that.
I didn't come up with the character. It was not me.
He has an effeminate German voice.
I know where you're
I can't wait to make a prominent villain.
I have so many swords, Kyle.
I know. You have more swords than I do.
I have 2.5 swords.
Is that a sitcom?
Sitcom. What?
Yeah, 2.5 swords.
Notice. You have to notice it.
I know what a sitcom is. I didn't know if I heard her right.
Oh, no, yeah.
I'm also deaf.
You're
I'm a
good.
little bit deaf.
Yeah, no. I think that you would enjoy, I would really enjoy having another person play in Grimpunk really badly.
Yeah.
I have
Really
a character
badly.
design that I said to Kyle a while ago that it's a gunslinger death cleric that I think would be fun.
Let's play a gun wizard.
That sounds like a pretty grim punk.
Pirate campaign.
That sounds like a pretty Grimpunk situation. No, when I introduced Corey to Blake, who is the DM of Grimpunk, I think he needed to take a break for a minute. So, because Corey is a lot. She's so hot.
She's hot. She's so hot.
She's a Glacian tiefling, so she's a succubi.
And Vel just keeps
Succubus,
adding more
singular.
art and sharing more art, and
Singular.
all of us
She's
keep
so
going,
hot.
Vel, you have to stop.
I love Corey, with my whole heart. She's my baby. And she talks in my Ada Ada voice, my mommy voice, which is the best part.
Ma, ba, ba, ba.
You're like, I'm curious, but I don't want to know.
Nope.
Oh, if you join that game, you'll just experience it.
I think that'll be more fun.
Mm,
I think
straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because she
More
does.
organic
She,
that way.
Exactly.
the way that I sound as Corey and the way that Jacob sounds as John, very different from how we actually speak.
Very different.
Kind of spooky. And then there's Elias, who is the soft-spoken freak. Lizard.
Freak.
He's kind of.
He's kind of freakish. He turns into a massive lizard bear.
What's wrong?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
He's got the ick. We just found out that he has the ick, actually.
He likes making tea for people.
See?
Yeah,
That doesn't mean he's not physically repulsive.
Is that what we're playing next week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I got over it, but like
I'm so excited.
these truths can exist simultaneously.
Yeah. We love Elias.
Yeah, says
Yeah.
the person that turns into a big whatever.
A what?
What?
You don't turn
What?
into anything.
I don't turn into anything. Yeah.
Yet.
What are you talking about? I'm just a normal human guy.
Mhm.
I don't know.
You
Just a
are the
normal
most.
human man.
John is the most terrifying out of everyone in that fucking group.
Just a guy. Just a guy with a big sword.
Corey can control time, and John is scarier than her.
Just a guy with a big sword. I know what you're talking about.
Two big swords.
Two big swords and a hammer and a big ass shield and plate.
And a weapon.
If we're gonna stack it all together. Yeah, that's what the hammer was.
You gotta watch out for those human fighters. They're terrifying.
He's not a
He's not a
fighter.
fighter.
He's a conquest paladin.
He's Grendel's variant.
Ah, fuck.
But he's on our side
Yeah. Most of the time.
most of the time.
As so far, 100% of the time.
Just as long as blood doesn't end up on him.
Yeah, it's, you know, you gotta.
See, all of our characters have quirks.
Is that what we call them?
Corey has an addiction to power.
I think all of my characters are perfectly normal. I don't have a character
You're a liar.
broad that's basically a Cenobite or a gnome who is intent on killing a god.
Hey, every single JRPG ends in killing God. That's how every TTRPG should end too.
Exactly. Oh, sorry, but it's an academic exercise. That's what I have been telling my party.
Or research and
Yeah, I'm like,
science.
Oh, we should go
Science
kill a
and
god.
shit.
And they go, why do we want to kill it? I'm like, it's an academic exercise. You think about it. Like, you just never do it. You just think about it constantly. Don't worry
Mhm.
about it. Don't worry about it, Madeline.
Do gods bleed?
I hope that we
That's fine,
we don't get the choice of romancing Choom when we get far enough in the game. I don't want to do that.
Is the end game romance?
He is the emperor.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that.
Oh, goodbye forever, Kyle. Ban him
Kyle
from the
just said
server.
no. He's like, no, I don't want to listen to the idea of Choom romance voice lines.
People gonna go like, you know, I've had many lovers before.
You guys know who I really want to play though?
Who?
13.
Base.
I want to go to the end.
I would love to play. I would love to play Goomba.
My internet died.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Sure it did.
Oh my god, we gonna do it on Halloween?
Yes.
Halloween under Mountain Party?
If Gio's not too busy.
Yeah, no partying, Geo. Cancel all your plans.
Don't spend time with your
On
girlfriend.
Halloween.
You have to DM. You have no
Maybe
choice.
maybe she'll come watch the background.
That's what Jamie does.
If that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. She could hop in the fucking call and listen, dude. Yeah.
Well, oh, welcome back again.
Turns.
My internet
Maybe.
died, and then Discord updated.
Oh,
Dude, screwed.
well,
Scorp.
I a couple. I was at the booth at work, and I made the clip from the Grim Punk session about the boob pocket, and I
Boob
sent that
pocket clip.
because that was around the time that we were talking about her potentially coming in, and I sent it to her, and the response I got from her was essentially, I think I'm going to like playing this guy.
Corey is the one who has the boob top pocket. She's grand.
She's pretty grand.
She has wrist pocket in her titties.
Titty pocket.
Titty pocket.
Titty pocket.
Because every witch should be able to stuff an infinite amount of things into their boobs.
Yeah,
The boob of holding.
the boobs of holding. The bosom of holding.
The boudoir of holding.
What are they called?
I love Corey. I love
Corset of
Corey
holding.
so much.
No, D&D is good. D&D is very good. I'm having a great time.
I'm gonna go kill Kethric Thorm.
You do that.
Ketheric Thorb.
Oh, Kyle, I posted the thing, so I guess it's up to you.
December, you do not have to stay if you want to go do things.
I'm actually gonna dip. I gotta be up at 5, but I will see you guys in a month, I guess.
Godspeed, friend. Bye.
See
It was lovely meeting you.
Nice meeting y'all.
Bye, December.
So it says there, psionics does not get really counterspelled. But if it's like recreating a spell-like effect,
Never a
it
dull
will.
moment.
Ooh, I don't have
So
any spell slots.
if I'm using a psionic
Book of
power,
Soul
that's
is
just
in
like
good hands.
basically my basic cantrip.
Light on my feet.
Tread carefully.
Okay.
We are very close to the
Super
source of the
accomplishment.
Absolute now.
Yeah, just keep all
Our
that in
telepathic
mind.
storm
and
has
let
become
me
a
know when
tempest.
But
we-
yeah,
Kyle, did you really send us to the primordial version of hell?
I've sent you
There's
guys
nothing.
to a terrible, terrible place.
Lovely.
A truly terrible place.
So lovely.
Yeah.
Yay. I'm so glad I have
The stench.
my friends by my side.
Pilgrimages to Moonrise ended down here.
Actually, I'm not unconscious because we leveled up. Hit the ground, leveled up, and just sat back up. Oh god.
I
better not do anything to these
5 hit points.
Aaron's
Full disclosure, landing in water has put you at the biggest danger. Those of you that have gone under your HP total right now are in is that you're in water. So
Rough.
you need your people to get you out of water,
Yeah.
That's yeah, that's fine.
which is going to be doable. So
Alright,
Fine.
friends. I think I'm done with people for the day.
Fair.
Good night.
I love all of you.
Me too.
Goodbye, Kyle.
See you guys next week.
Also, your beard looks very good with it trimmed.
thank you.
I know you felt awkward about it initially when you cut it too much off
Oh,
of it.
I'm honestly enjoying. It's been a while since I had it this short, and I'm like, maybe Shortbeard Kyle's making a return.
I think it looks good on you. Au revoir.